Hey guys, SALAH here with episode number 36 of the Fulham career mode on FIFA 22. We're kicking today's episode off, taking on Liverpool at Anfield. Very, very difficult opposition. They currently sit second in the league. We are currently top of the league, so it is a huge clash. Now, even if we lose today, we still remain in first position because we have a nice little points advantage over second place, which is good to see. Early on, we're trying to create that gap, and as we kind of walk out onto the Anfield pitch, we've not been the most successful against Liverpool in recent times. They knocked us out of the semi-finals of the FA Cup last season, if you remember that. They also been pretty dominant against us in the league as well. If you remember, we were 3 goals up, I believe. No, we were 2 goals up, and we lost 3-2 to them last season at Anfield, so it's been a difficult one, and 2 minutes into the game, a chance comes their way as Jones finds Mane, Mane finds Mohamed Salah, and Mohamed Salah finds the back of the net to make it 1-0, and probably the best player on planet Earth right now in real life, probably maybe joint with Kylian Mbappe, but they are definitely the 2 best. He scores against us, and he makes it 1-0 to Liverpool. Not what we want. We do not want to be going 1-0 down 2 minutes into the game, because that just opens the floodgates for a world of pain. But we've got Riley Webber charging down the other side, and unfortunately, after skipping past Virgil van Dijk, he just couldn't quite put the ball past Alisson, and it did still remain at 1-2 as Salah cuts inside again. A little bit of passing between himself and Naby Keita. We do intercept, and another chance here is going to come our way. Obviously, they push their wing-backs up really high. That allows for space in behind, and that is just going to be Riley Webber taking advantage of that all day as he drills it to the back post, and it is none other than Roberts there at the back post. He's in for Sarr. Ismail Sarr is on the chopping block. He is very close to being transfer listed, so he can get some funds for January and bring in some players that are probably going to perform better than him. He's 85 overall, and he just does not play like it. So we are going to look to sell him on in January. As another chance here for Liverpool, as Jones strikes it well saved though by Lafont, denying them the chance of getting back in front for the second time in this game. But what they're going to do is they're going to call a man short, play it quite nicely actually into the near post. A great initial save from Lafont, but he unfortunately palmed it straight back to Mohamed Salah, who has his second goal of the game. And yeah, you just can't keep that guy shut. I could have a 99 rated left back and a 99 rated centre back and a 99 rated goalkeeper, but he would probably still find the back of the net. But just before half time, a little shimmer of light is Williams, who's in for he's in for Maddison in this game. Bit tired, bit of rotation. And it seems to have worked out because both Robertson and Williams, 2 youngsters from the academy, have scored here against Liverpool to get us back on level terms. And now we just don't want to go down for a third time. And lovely bit of defending there from Max Aarons until he passes the ball straight to Curtis Jones, who finds Sadio Mane. And it went from incredible defending for the interception, and he just passed it straight to Curtis Jones, and it was so unfortunate. 67 minutes into this game, a deep run from our man in Reed means he's in the right position at the right time to nick the ball off Skriniar and slot it past Alisson. We are a 3-3 here at Anfield, an absolutely dominant game from both attacks. Defensively, both teams have been a bit shaky, but we have had Reed, Williams and Roberts score. 3 players who very rarely will score for us. You know, Reed, he'll pop up with the odd banger here and there. Same with Williams and same with Robertson. But it's nice to know rotation should be needed. They can still get the goals as Dennis comes on late in the game. And 73 minutes in, Emmanuel Dennis, a player I've been slating these past few episodes, as again, he's another player on the chopping block, but he does seem to deliver every now and then with a goal in a big game, in an important moment. And we've just got to defend for 3 more minutes. And with a ball like that, Aarons can just take it down, clear it away, or so we thought, because he's given the ball away again, and it has resulted in Ciro Immobile scoring in the final few seconds of this game. 2 Max Aarons mistakes have meant that this game is going to end as a 4-4 draw. We're not going to drop him because he has been so brilliant since we first signed him, but it's the first blip, and hopefully there's no more. A 4-4 draw is absolutely fine though. A win would have been nice, but a draw is perfectly fine. It keeps us ahead of Liverpool. We dropped points, obviously, but so did they. As we move into the Europa League, the final game of the group stages of the Europa League against Helsinki at Craven Cottage. Last time we played them, we beat them 5-0, I do believe. And obviously now we're going to look to add to that 7 minutes into the game. It's a forgotten man of some sort. It's Liam Delap that puts the ball into the back of the net. He was so prolific for us when we had him on loan from City. Last season, unfortunately, got replaced by Dennis. And now, unfortunately, he seems to have fallen behind both Dennis and Izet Begovic in the pecking order, which is really unfortunate here because he does score goals when he is called upon. So maybe, should we sell either Dennis or sell Izet Begovic for a big profit, obviously signing him for free, hopefully Liam Delap can come into his own, or we might unfortunately have to look to offload him and maybe make a cheeky profit on the 7 million that we did spend on him at the end of the first season, as he is actually going to go and score a second goal here against Helsinki. Obviously not the most dominant of opposition. They play from Finland. Their squad is obviously not going to be as strong as ours, and we do obviously have financial dominance over them, so that does result in obviously a higher rating of player and whatnot. But they put up a good fight, and they actually are going to be rewarded from putting up a good fight as Rosicky skips past, slots it unfortunately just wide off the post. But they're having quite a lot of chances for a team. We probably shouldn't be letting have these chances. But from their free kick, they pull it inside. It doesn't quite work out, and the pace of Carvalho here is brilliant as he charges past the back line. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he's just going to slot it past him. He kind of made it very obvious what he was going to do, but because of the quality difference, it didn't really matter. Fabio Carvalho puts the ball into the back of the net, and he does make it 3-0. He's another one of those forgotten men. He's kind of fell behind Maddison and Williams and Roberts, and unfortunately just not getting the most game time. He was one of the big stars in that first season again, and broke onto the scene alongside Riley Webber, and it's really unfortunate to see where one of them has ended up and where the other one kind of slowly maybe losing his potential on the bench. But I did say Helsinki would be rewarded in this one if they kept attacking, and they definitely did so, as they got 1 goal back, and into the half-time it was 3-1 to ourselves as Fabio Carvalho dinks the ball over the top to Roberts, who's only just come on for his Melissa because he was playing so poor. And 71 minutes into the game with his second touch of the ball, the first being the chest down, the second being putting the ball into the back of the net. Roberts is there to make it 4-1, regaining our 3-goal lead. And from a free kick here, Lingham looks to get it into the box. Doesn't quite work out as Sikmas does take it down. And again, Carvalho is there, finding Roberts, who's just going to look to play a little 1-2 here with Liam Delap. So much space on this right-hand side. He's one-on-one once again. And within 5 minutes of being on the pitch, Roberts has gone and got himself a brace. And he's got 10 minutes now between himself and Liam Delap. Who can get that hat-trick, if anyone can, as we kind of see out the clock, trying to get the hat-trick for one of our players. And in the 90th minute, unfortunately, it seems like the game is going to die out and no one on our team will be bringing home the match ball, which is unfortunate, but well done to Helsinki for their resilience, because they did again get rewarded in the 91st minute, scoring a second goal. So the final score of that game is 5-2. We do progress through to the next round, and after that game it was official. As you're going to see here, Ismail Sarr has been added to the transfer list. He's been here for a season and a half now, and he hasn't really hit the ground running. He hasn't lit up the sky. So yeah, he will be going. As we see, Real Sociedad and Slavia Prague go through. Valencia and Stade Rennais from Group B. From Group C, it's going to be ourselves and Sporting. Quite dominant from ourselves. I think we're the only team that went 6-0. Wolfsburg and Fenerbahce from Group D. Finally, from Group B is Midtjylland and Lazio. Group F is Milan and Wolves, and then finally, I do believe it is going to... No, it's not. It's AZ Alkmaar and Leipzig, and then finally it's Villarreal and Genk. Obviously, we finished top of our group. We can only play second place teams, so it will be a good one, and it'll be an interesting one to see who we get next, because there was a couple of good teams that did actually finish in second place. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.